Hello, and welcome to Learn to Love You, a channel and a community where I want to help you to learn to love yourself because learning how to do so has changed my life.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first ever episode of Learn to Love You. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm so excited to be starting this today, and we have a lot of things to cover, so let's get right into it.
But hold up, what even is Learn to Love You? So Learn to Love You is a channel and a community that I'm creating to help you implement true self-love into your life so you're able to have better confidence, better self-esteem, better self-reliance, a better self-image that will ultimately lead to you having a better life. But hold up. Why would self-love make my life any better than it already is? But let me introduce myself first. My name is Lore. I'm currently 22 from Las Vegas, and where I was a year ago is nothing like where I am today. A year ago, I did not love the person that I was. I was very insecure. I didn't have a very strong self-image, and I was very inauthentic in the way that I was living my life. I felt like I wasn't truly being myself. I wasn't being true to the person that I was. I was looking for validation everywhere else instead of looking for it within myself. And that led to so many complications in my everyday life. I genuinely loathed the person that I was. I was not satisfied with who I was. I was not satisfied with what I was doing, with how I was feeling, with how I was going throughout my everyday life. And something needed to change. Ever since I started loving myself and going on a journey in self-love, my life has drastically changed and improved for the better. My physical health has improved. My mental health is significantly better. And my social life has even improved, all because I've started to love myself. And I had a lot of anxiety, a lot of social anxiety. I just wasn't confident going into social settings. I wasn't confident being the person that I wanted to be. I also wasn't the best in relationships, and I wouldn't treat people the way that they deserve to be treated. I would always project onto them and bleed onto them with my own pain. And that wasn't fair. And I desperately wanted to change my life and change who I was, but I just didn't know where to start. I didn't know what to do in order to fix everything. But I soon realized that most of the problems that I was having stemmed from a hole within myself, stemmed from this void within my being. And I was trying so desperately to fill that hole with everything else on the outside. I was trying to find all these fixes and cures and things to fill the hole, the gaping hole within myself. And then I had an epiphany. What if I were to be the one who started to fill up my own hole? What if I were to do a little bit of things every single day in order to make myself feel a little bit more complete? And I genuinely did not know what I was doing. I didn't know what the result would be. I did not know how this would end up if I started to be the one to fill my hole. But the thing is, I tried. I tried just a little bit. I tried a little bit more each day, and here I am today. And when I was trying to fill this hole with everything else outside of me, it would only create more chaos and more suffering in my life. And I realized that I couldn't keep doing that. There had to be some other way that I could fill the hole within myself. And from that epiphany, I started my own journey into self-love. I realized that so many of the problems that we typically have in life stem from a lack of self-love. We don't treat our bodies right, and that has consequences. We don't treat our mental health with respect. We don't go to therapy. We don't take the time to feel our emotions. We have issues with the way that we see ourselves. We have awful self-esteem, and that can lead to so many problems going throughout the world and interacting with people. We have terrible relationships because we don't love ourselves first. But what if I were to tell you that the secret to curing a lot of those things that we struggle with is actually self-love? It's having a good relationship with yourself. It's developing a solid foundation in here. Because as much as society likes to preach that the cure is outside of you, in reality, the cure is always within you. It's always been within you. Most people have just forgotten that the power lies within them. But hold on, where do I even start loving myself? How can I start loving myself? What do I do to start? And that is such a valid question because so many people are so confused on where to even start loving themselves. We were never taught how to love ourselves going to school. That was never a class that we took in school. And a lot of people weren't really taught self-love from their primary caregivers or teachers or peers. And growing up, we have no foundation as to even knowing how to love ourselves. So this is is a very valid question. To a lot of people, it seems impossible to love themselves. I know at one point for me, I thought it was impossible to ever love myself. But I promise that you are in the right place. I'm so happy that you clicked on this video because we are going on this journey together, baby. We are going to become self-lovers together. Because on Learn to Love You, I'm going to teach you different ways that I've implemented self-love into my life. I'm going to teach you different ways, different methods, different skills that I've used to develop self-love into my life. And I promise that over time, the more that you practice these things, the better it's going to get. And I will teach you how to transform your life through this amazing practice of self-love. If you're feeling stuck right now, if you're feeling lost and don't know what to do with yourself and you hate who you are, I promise that you're in the right place. Because self-love is something that needs to be learned and realized and practiced and integrated into your life. And a lot of the times we need guidance, we need a teacher, we need someone to lead us along the way. And this is why I'm here, because I want to be your guide. I want to be your teacher. And this is not an overnight cure. You're not going to wake up the next day after watching this video and feel fully confident about who you are. No, it's going to take time. It's going to take baby steps. It's going to take a daily practice in order to get there. But if you are serious about transforming your life, if you're serious about developing your self-concept and finding your self-worth, then this is where you ought to start. Because I promise you that one day you're going to look into the mirror and love the person that is looking back at you. You are going to look at them and say, hey, I love this person right here. And I don't apologize for saying that. I know it's true. Because I promise you, at one point, I truly hated who I was. I genuinely did not like myself. I genuinely didn't like myself at all. And that is not a place that I ever want to be at again. I never want to feel that way again about myself because it caused so many other problems in my life. Everything outside of me reflected that self-hate within myself. And that's not a quality of life that I ever want to live again. And that's not how I want you to live. But now I could sit here and tell you that yes, I do love myself. And I love myself unconditionally. And yes, it took me a long time to be able to say that with confidence and without feeling icky inside. But now I can say it and I truly believe it. And my external world now reflects that internal statement. So this is where it starts. It starts within. It starts inward and goes outward in order to transform your life. But self-love is a journey and a quest. It's not an easy one. It's not an overnight thing. But allow me to take this journey with you. Allow me to be your guide on Learn to Love You. I'm so happy that you're here and I'm so happy that you're part of this community. Allow me to guide you into this amazing practice of self-love and we can transform your life. We can transform the way that you see yourself because we're going to become a community of self-lovers, encouraging each other, building each other up. And I will be here every step of the way, guiding you into this amazing practice because I want you to thrive. I really want you to thrive. And it really starts with how you see yourself and how you carry yourself and how you love yourself. But I really can't wait to start to get the ball rolling with this channel. I know this is only the first video, but there is so much yet to come. I have so many things written. I have so many things waiting to be uploaded and produced. So this is going to be an amazing journey. And I just can't wait to see how your life unfolds through this act and practice of self-love. But please do subscribe to this channel if you are serious about learning how to love yourself because self-love has been an amazing thing in my life. And I want you to experience how amazing self-love can be when you really get the ball rolling with it. So please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this first video. Please follow me on Instagram at beinglore. It is right here. And I hope that you guys take care. Just remember that I believe in you, but I want you to believe in yourself. See you next time.